shoulders. Now, here is the small adjustment that changes everything. Aggressively pull your elbows toward your toes and squeeze your glutes as if you're trying to crack a walnut. You won't actually move an inch, but this creates a massive internal contraction that locks your pelvis in place and instantly fires up your deep transverse abdominis. For week 1, start with a knee plank on the floor and hold for 3 sets of 15 to 20 seconds of hard tension. By week 2, lift your knees and fight for a strict 20 seconds of maximum, shaking effort from your toes. In week 3, push that full floor hold to 45 seconds while consciously breathing into your belly without losing the brace. If you're advanced, you take this exact same bracing mechanic and apply it to a side plank to bulletproof your lateral chain. Mastering this tension protects your spine from the daily wear and tear that usually grounds guys our age. Now that your deep midline is braced and bulletproof, your body is finally ready to handle extreme upper body leverage. And this is where we build real shoulder resilience. You might mistake this for a sloppy downward dog stretching pose. It is the exact opposite. The pike hold is a brutal, closed-chain shoulder builder that forces your rotator cuff to stabilize under serious load. Research on shoulder impingement shows that building isometric strength overhead creates actual space in the joint capsule. It's not about stretching your tight hamstrings, it's about bulletproofing your overhead mechanics and building bolder shoulders. But here's the problem. Most guys dump all their weight into their wrists and let their shoulders shrug up loosely toward their ears. Are your shoulders clicking and grinding like an old rusted gate every time you reach up to grab a heavy box from the top shelf? That friction is exactly what we are trying to bypass. Here's what few people know to fix this structural collapse and protect the joint. Set up on the floor, then hike your hips high in the air. Keep your arms completely straight and your core tight. Now, here is the small adjustment that changes everything. Actively push the floor away as hard as you can, trying to hide your ears between your biceps. This instantly rotates your scapula upward and engages the serratus anterior, creating a rock-solid shelf for your shoulder. For week 1, keep your knees supported on the floor and hold for 3 sets of 15 to 20 seconds, focusing entirely on actively pushing the ground away. By week 2, lift your knees, plant your feet on the floor, and fight for a strict 25 seconds. In week 3, hold that same feet on the floor position and battle for a massive 40 seconds. If you're advanced, elevate your feet onto a chair or a sturdy box to shift maximum load onto those shoulders. Mastering this overhead stability means you can finally press, reach, and lift without that sudden sharp pinch in your rotator cuff. Now that your shoulders are structurally sound and capable of bearing heavy loads, your body is finally ready to pull and fortify the upper back. And this is where we fix years of desk-bound posture. People usually brush this off as just a modified pull-up for beginners. They couldn't be more wrong. The inverted row hold is a masterclass in scapular retraction that literally glues your upper back together. Biomechanical studies confirm that isometric pulling builds the localized muscular endurance required to permanently fix a slumping spine. It's not about hoisting your chin over a bar, it's about forging an iron yoke across your shoulders. But here's the problem. Most guys pull heavily with their biceps and let their shoulders roll forward at the top. If your neck seizes up with tension every time you try to train your back, I get it. Decades of sitting slumped over a desk literally wire your upper traps to steal the load. That forward shoulder roll completely disengages your mid-back. Here is the invisible switch you need to flip to isolate the right muscles. Set up a barbell in a power rack or a Smith machine. Lean back with straight arms and walk your feet forward. Now, here is the small adjustment that changes everything. Instead of pulling your chest up, drive your elbows aggressively down toward your hips while trying to crush a golf ball between your shoulder blades. This instantly shuts off your biceps and forces your rhomboids and lats to lock the joint in place. For week 1, set the bar high, around chest level, so your body is at a steep, manageable angle. Hold that top contracted position for 3 sets of 15 to 20 seconds. In week 2, lower the bar down to waist height to drop your angle and fight for 30 seconds of pure back tension. By week 3, drop the bar even lower, bringing your body close to horizontal, and battle for a grueling 40 seconds. If you're a beginner at any of these stages, simply bend your knees to 90 degrees and plant your feet flat on the floor to lighten the leverage. Locking in this upper back strength acts as a permanent suspension system for your posture, keeping you standing tall as the years pass. Now that your entire posterior chain is firing, braced, and resilient, your body has the structural integrity to translate this static power into real-world movement. And that is where true functional freedom begins. You just learned how to bypass your aging nervous system and rebuild a bulletproof foundation without lifting a single heavy plate. Are you going to keep grinding your joints into dust doing the same old routines? Or are you finally ready to train smarter? Pick just one of these isometric holds today, lock it in for 30 seconds, and feel what true structural tension actually feels like. If you're serious about moving pain-free for the next 3 decades, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a protocol. Now get off the screen and get to work.